Hello and welcome to my channel. This is take 3. Yay! So I am going to be unboxing a ScrawlrBox. This is an old one and I found them on sale at the ScrawlrBox website one day and I thought they were really cool. It's also sort of fun because it's allowed me to open up a art subscription box every single week in the week of July, starting with Sketchbox for July. So that was really cool. So anyway, this is from June of 2020. Would have been fun if it was something else. And they have it on a different spot. Just one little rip and you're into your art supplies. I think that's really cute. I think it was also really awesome when it was under here. I sort of have an issue with loving subscription boxes a lot. Fortunately, financial means I'm going to have to stop soon, which will be sad. But today is not that day. So of course, being an old one, I know what's in here. Special color selection. Ooh, let me see if I can get. I'm not going to even bother with the white part yet. I'm just going to open this up because it is really cool and I want to see mine. I have seen spoilers of it. This is where I know what this is going to be. Muscle it open. I just really hope none are broken. I would be very, very sad. These are Derwent Inktense sticks, and I think they're super awesome. I wish they had some sort of better container, but they're going to be going into a drawer, which I mean isn't bad. It's not as nice as a tin, but still pretty cool. And they're completely intact, which I'm very thankful of. And then the pristine white package. I think that's the best thing of when I ordered a bunch of old ones is the packaging is pristine inside because it came in a giant bag, all 3 of them, so the actual boxes didn't take the brunt of shipping to the US. But shipping to the US. Yes, had to go across the pond to get to me. And voila. Ooh. Here is the sticker with this beautiful gradient. Absolutely love gradients. The other word some people use is a taboo word for me. It actually sometimes hurts. Do not know why. Just going to put it off to the side. But I love a good gradient. And the candy. I've not had a drumstick. But you know what's fun? I have a little display of the candies going on. So one day I will probably eat them. But not today. And it just has all the things in here. Ooh. I didn't even realize this was it, and I learned how to say it and I forgot. Caran dash, a Swiss. There we go. Swiss made pencil, and I think this is it is a watercolor pencil, so that'll be really nice to mix in there. And then a Sakura GellyRoll. I have a set of these that are neon that I use on black paper all the time. But I don't have a white one yet, so this is really cool. And then, where is it? Seawhite brush, a 6 from Seawhite. Yeah, my brain just said Seawhite, and I see SEE white. It's been a long couple weeks, so that's really awesome. Probably going to call it my Seawhite brush. And then it comes with Seawhite paper, which is of course under the zine. Ooh, this feels like pretty hefty paper. This will be really nice. I like it when it's a smaller size, because I feel like for me it's easier to work on. Hey, you can almost see my setup. My phone's here. There's the stand. Anyway, so that's really cool. I'm gonna put that there. The Scrawler zine, which puts everything in there of all the different stuff. One thing about the Inktense that is going to be really cool is that the moment you add water, it then becomes permanent. And so it's not going to be like watercolor, in which you go over with a second coat and you could possibly lift your previous colors. I'm notorious for that. I don't know why, but the way I work with watercolor, I tend to do that. Anyway, so here are the gallery from the month before, 2 months before. Oh, it is from 2 months before, the April one. I have done, I have used that stuff from it. Oh, and my computer's getting angry at me. That's that noise. It's okay. So I actually used those. I really liked it. I really loved the watercolor pencil I got in it, and I'm trying to get some money to get more. Because either more watercolor pencils are fun doing it. So here's an extra. Color Matters and Migration Madness. Oogie. You can pause it if you want to read all of this. It looks like I got the focus decent on it. Anyway, I think this art print's really awesome. You can really, at least in person, you can really see the texture of all of how the art supplies were used. And then the artist's info on the back if you'd like to pause and look that up. So in total, for this one, which has been out for a while, we have some thick paper, a beautiful color gradient sticker, our Seawhite brush, a Caran watercolor pencil, a Sakura GellyRoll gel pen, and these Inktense sticks. Let's see what the challenge is. The challenge is Spirit Animal. There's some appropriation issues that have been brought up to me, and so I'm going to be calling it my Patronus. Unfortunately, if I were to do what I believe my true Patronus should be, I don't have some important colors, because as I am very much drawn to shiny things and coins and buttons, I don't think I can do a Niffler. So yeah, I'll come up with something else. So I'm going to set up, and while I'm doing the artwork, I'm not going to be talking, and I'll talk to you after I finish. Okay, so I'm going to call good, just because I feel like it's had a good point. At the end you can see I grabbed a Posca pen. Oh, my paper ripped. That's really sad. Oh gosh, that is just all ripping. Okay. I've used masking tape on a lot of different ones. Just sometimes I tend to reach for it despite knowing I have washi tape. So I don't know how washi tape would be on this paper, but that whole right side came off. So that's just next time I'm gonna have to use a different type of tape on it. So yeah, at the last point when I was doing the highlights, I was trying to use the GellyRoll, and especially when I was doing the eye highlight, I wanted to have this star in the eye because it's more of a dream, not realism. And for that, just because I ended up doing a Niffler. Oops. Oh no. There we go. Oh, steady. Steady. I ended up doing a Niffler because at first I didn't think I could, so I was going to do something else, and I'm like, no, I should be able to do a Niffler because we have this watercolor pencil. Honestly, that ended up blending together a lot better than I thought it was going to. I thought I was going to have to scribble into my dish to get some out, but it did pretty well with just scribbling it on the page, then going over it. I left a lot of things a lot of rough to give it more texture. That was intentional. Anyway, I did the Niffler because I realized I had that black, and then I started it and I sort of thought back to what I thought. I remember my first experience with a Niffler, which was in the books. If you don't believe me, Goblet of Fire, Hermione misses the class of magical creatures, and I love the description of diving into the ground. It was very well done. Anyway, I like shiny things. Not necessarily valuable, but just shiny. So I decided to do a little Niffler, having a dream with it raining treasures. And honestly, I think these are going to become some of my favorite things to use in art. The background, I really I tried it with a pillow, but I don't think I gave it enough drying time, and then I had to do this over 2 days because it wasn't drying one of the days, and now today I finished the background. It was drying a lot quicker. So I was able to get a second layer on. So instead of mixing the blue and the green to get the background, I did a layer of blue and then a layer of green on top. And I think it worked out pretty well. So in other areas, it didn't seem like it. I sort of got a smudge here because I layered on the black and the purple, just trying to make depth that it's in the shadow, it's behind, and it worked decently. So that's what I ended up doing for it. And I almost forgot the most important part. And I'll sign it, and oh, running out of time. I'll be right back. Okay, my phone ran out of memory for a second. Anyway, so I really enjoyed the products. The paper, again, it ripped at the end horribly. You can't see it, but there's rips here, rips down here, rips this whole side is ripped, and I was being really careful, but there's no bleed over, which was pretty cool. It stayed really flat. I really appreciate that. And yeah, the layering I tried to do on the pillow but didn't quite work. Did on the background, and yeah, I really layered on a lot of this purple in the pencil, and when I did that on the legs, I touched it trying to see if it was dry and ended up smearing it. So that's just a heads up, you can do that. So anyway, yeah, I just forgot to sign it. And I definitely think so far this is one of my top subscription boxes that I have received in terms of materials. I mean, this is not just ScrawlrBox is the best. It's even out of the other ScrawlrBoxes, I thought this was really awesome, and this one is one I wasn't really sure about, so it's really cool. Definitely a really awesome product. If you can ever get these Derwent Inktense things, definitely do. And I just want to also comment, I was able to reactivate some of it that I had in my palette. So it might be permanent on the paper, but it's not in the palette. So if it dries, you can reactivate it, sort of like you can reactivate a watercolor. It ended up being really, really light when I did it, but that was because there wasn't much in it. So yeah, I thought it was awesome. Thanks for watching. Bye.